Hello everyone and welcome to my Home and Away news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. 1000 Sisters, Chris Combs' wife, Brittany's weight loss surgery approved. 1000 Sisters star Chris Combs has been showing support to his wife, Brittany, after she expressed her desire to have a child earlier this month. But before she's able to do that, Brittany must first lose weight and undergo bariatric surgery. But despite the challenges, Brittany smiled and showed motivation to start a family with Chris. Many of her photos today also indicate that she's on the right track towards her physical goals. There are also speculations that she already had her weight loss surgery following a new clip. Keep reading to see the video. 1000 Sisters, Brittany Combs' health condition. Many viewers have noticed the hairband Brittany regularly wears in the show. The 1000 Sisters star has alopecia, which is an autoimmune disease that causes hair loss. It was also one of the main reasons why she couldn't put so much effort into losing weight, which also affects her dreams of having a child with Chris. But many were surprised when Brittany had a change of heart and suddenly became so motivated to lose weight. Chris' wife, Brittany, got weight loss surgery approved. Brittany recently had a meet and greet event with her husband and in-laws. One fan took to TikTok to share videos from the memorable event. But what caught the attention of many was Brittany's weight loss. The 1000 Sisters star looked a lot slimmer compared to the show, which was filmed last year. This created speculations that she may have already undergone weight loss surgery. Regardless, it's clear that Brittany is taking proper steps to finally have a child with Chris. Brittany has been dealing with a serious addiction to canned soda. She even admitted to drinking up to 6 cans per day. But with her drastic weight loss, it's possible that she got rid of it and began to take a proper diet. 1000 Sisters. Will Season 7 feature Brittany Combs' weight loss surgery? There are no indications that Brittany will get weight loss surgery in 1000 Sisters Season 7. According to TLC, the upcoming 8th episode will feature more scenes from Tammy's skin removal surgery. Amy will also make a bold move out of frustration as she and Brian Lovern continue to manage their upcoming wedding. Tammy and Amy will also have a heated exchange that may permanently affect their relationship. Unfortunately, the description doesn't show any signs of Brittany's physical journey. In the quiet, rolling hills of Kentucky, where family ties run deep and every pound tells a story, a new chapter was beginning to unfold, not just for the Slayton sisters, but for someone who'd remained largely behind the scenes. Brittany, wife to Amy's cousin Chris. Longtime viewers of 1000 Sisters had come to love the unfiltered chaos of Tammy and Amy Slayton's lives. From Tammy's oxygen tank woes to Amy's quirky one-liners and chaotic kitchen moments, the show delivered big drama in a small-town setting. But this season, the cameras turned towards someone new, someone who had stood beside the Slaytons during their heaviest days, both figuratively and literally. Brittany had been introduced briefly in Season 4 as Chris's supportive wife, always doling out encouragement from the sidelines as her husband fought to lose weight. Viewers noted her radiant smile, her hearty laugh, and her quiet strength. But behind the scenes, Brittany had been fighting her own battle, one with the scale, with her health, and with the system that seemed to put her needs on pause. "I always put everyone else first," Brittany said during a heartfelt confessional. "Chris needed the surgery, and I wanted him to be healthy. The girls needed support. And somewhere in the middle of all that, I just kept telling myself, 'Later, Brittany. Your time will come later.'" Now later had finally arrived. In the season's most touching moment yet, Brittany sat nervously across from Dr. Proctor, fingers tapping on her jeans as she waited for the verdict. After nearly 2 years of weight loss attempts, psychological evaluations, and grueling insurance red tape, she was hoping for one thing: approval for bariatric surgery. Dr. Proctor, ever the straight shooter, flipped through her file with a furrowed brow. "You've lost 38 pounds since your initial consultation," he said. "Your blood pressure's improved, your sleep apnea is being managed, and your therapist reports that your mental health is in a stable place." Brittany held her breath. He looked up and smiled. "Brittany, you're approved for surgery." Tears sprang to her eyes. "For real?" she whispered, voice cracking. "For real," he confirmed, offering a reassuring nod. The news spread quickly through the Slayton family like wildfire. Tammy, who had become an unexpected cheerleader for health since her own surgery, immediately FaceTimed Brittany. "Girl, I'm so proud of you." Tammy hollered, her eyes shimmering with joy. "We're about to be skinny legends together." Amy, bouncing baby Glenn on her hip, chimed in over the call. "Better warn them Waffle Houses. You're about to be rollin' in like a whole new woman." Even Chris got emotional. "You were there every step of the way for me," he told Brittany later that night. "Now it's my turn to hold you up. We're in this together." But the journey was just beginning. The days leading up to surgery were filled with meal prep, physical therapy, and self-reflection. Brittany allowed the cameras to follow her as she sat with a nutritionist, learned portion control, and grappled with deeply rooted eating habits. One of the most powerful scenes of the season aired just days before her procedure. Brittany visited her childhood home and stood quietly in front of the mirror in her old bedroom. Holding up a faded photo of herself at 16, she said, "I've carried so much hurt under these layers. I used food to cope, to celebrate, to survive. But now I want to live." The episode resonated with fans online. Hashtags like #BrittanyStrong and #1000ElbSistersGlowUp began trending. Social media lit up with support, fan art, weight loss journey tributes, and thousands of messages from women who saw themselves in Brittany's quiet resilience. Then came surgery day. With her family crowded into the hospital waiting room and the Slayton sisters recording their own video messages of encouragement, Brittany was wheeled into the operating room with tears in her eyes and a new sense of hope in her heart. "I'm not scared," she whispered to the nurse. "I'm ready." The procedure went smoothly. In recovery, Brittany slowly woke up to a new reality, not just physically, but emotionally. She'd taken a massive step toward reclaiming her health, and nothing would be the same again. In the weeks that followed, Brittany chronicled her journey with raw honesty. Viewers watched as she sipped her first protein shake, cried over cravings, and smiled through her first walk around the block. Chris was there every step of the way, holding her hand, reminding her of how far she'd come. Even Tammy, surprisingly maternal, visited with low-carb snacks and tough love advice. "Don't you dare quit on me, girl," she said with a wink. "We've got matching swimsuits to wear at the beach this summer." By the season finale, Brittany had lost a total of 61 pounds and had her eyes set on her next milestone. But more than the number on the scale, it was her energy, confidence, and laughter that spoke volumes. At a family barbecue in the final scene, Brittany stood in the yard, flipping burgers and dancing to country music, blaring from Chris's speaker. The camera zoomed in as she twirled around in a sundress, the same sundress she once said she'd never be able to wear. "I used to hide," she said in voiceover, "behind food, behind fear, behind everyone else's needs. But now I'm showing up for me." And as the credits rolled, fans knew one thing for sure: Brittany's story was only just beginning.